You sound like a retard.
Jeep Cherokee camper. Jeep Cherokee camper.
You are psycho.
Where's your Jeep at? Where's your Jeep?
Somebody named Matt drove it and ruined it.
I didn't ruin it. Ah, there she is, packed away. You know what that means? It's getting close. It's getting really close, and I'm gonna be on the road soon. Went out on a bike ride last night. Wish I would have got some footage. I had the headlight on, and I was rolling through the woods. Well, guys, we need to do something real quick. We were just right over there, and now we're down here. So, guys, I've shot this video probably about 10 times now, and I'm not exaggerating. I went out in the vehicle to have a little bit of van chat cruising out. I was cruising around my hometown talking to you guys. Well, there's a lot of noise out there on the road, and my camera mount was shaking, so it wasn't the best video quality. So I said, heck with it, I'll just walk around the yard and have a little talk with you. So first things first, I want to give a shout out to my buddy Colorado Mike out there. He texted me the other day and said, hey Matt, I'm ready for you. When you come to Colorado, I'm ready to hang out with you. Well, Mike, I'm ready to hang out with you too, brother. But I don't know when I'm heading out. Obviously, I'm heading out pretty soon because my van or my truck is packed away now. But am I that excited to get back out west again, guys? You know, I've been here in Illinois for way too long, and I know when I look at the mountains again and get back in nature, back into peace and quiet and looking at the mountains, I'm going to say I made the right call. I know it. I already know it. But am I that excited to get back out on the road? Well, guys, I started doing this when I was 23 years old, and I'm 34 now. And out of the last 10 years, over the last decade, I have made, I believe, 7 trips out west, possibly 8, but I know for a fact that I've been out at least 7 times in the last 10 years. And that gives me a little bit of gold prospecting experience, and it gives me a little bit of nomadic life experience. If you add it up all together, I have years worth of both living in a van and gold mining, and I have a pretty good idea of what to expect out of it. So when I started this journey years ago, I was doing it for life freedom, and ironically enough, here I am a decade later, still going after life freedom. But years ago, what I was going after was being able to live a life in fitness, and a gold prospecting lifestyle. I think they fit well together. At least they do for me. It works for me. But guys, to live that dream and to carry on with that dream, financially, everything in life takes money. And if you see that cornfield back there, the last 2 years I've worked at a grain elevator. So the corn comes out of the hopper here. As you guys can see, the truck is old and it's got some fumes. Corn Angels! And I can give you guys a list of other places that I've worked over the years, over the last 10 years as well, to make money, to pump into my dream. And essentially what my dream, pumping into my dream, what it has gave me. And I hate to make excuses, but we could say fuck you to the government for outlawing everything that you need to actually make money gold mining. You can still use your hands and pans, but as far as motorized equipment, yeah. But that's as far as I'll touch on that subject, because if you make reasons up and you make excuses up, all you're really doing is giving someone else power and accepting the way that it is. And I really don't want to give up on my dreams. I'm still hoping for golden fitness lifestyle, and I'm hoping that I can create some currency through that. Yes, I said that because, you know, I'm going to jump the ship real quick here to YouTube and making YouTube videos. I have 225. I actually think I have 250 videos on YouTube, but I try not to look at it because it kind of upsets me a little bit. You know, when you pump out that many videos on YouTube and where I'm at on my channel as far as growth-wise, I'm not very impressed with it, guys. The reason I'm talking about this is because you get other YouTubers out there who are making a lot of money on the platform, and they say that they're not doing it for the money. Well, I just want you to know something. Am I trying to make money on YouTube? Yes. I'm trying to make a lot of money on YouTube. You know, Floyd Mayweather, the fighter, the boxer, calls himself Floyd Money Mayweather. I want to be Matt Money Brocard. I want to have so much money that my bank account gets broken. Yeah, I said that. I want to break the fucking bank. So, am I going to tell you guys that I'm not trying to make money on YouTube? Hell yeah, I'm trying to make money on YouTube. I'm trying to make a lot of money on YouTube. But I haven't made any money on YouTube the last 3 or so years that I've been on it. And nobody owes me jack shit. Anyways, guys, what it comes back to, my gold mining and my fitness dream has been over the years, all the jobs that I've had, I have invested into that. You know, the last 2 years I've worked at a grain elevator, and they recently just got a hold of me a couple weeks ago, and I also had another job offer a couple weeks ago. Well, probably about a month ago now, which I could probably still get on if I really wanted to. And I think to myself, do I really want to drive out west this year, especially with gas prices the way that they are? And it didn't have to be this way. That was the results of a fraud election. And yes, I do think the election was rigged. It definitely most certainly was. And now we're paying higher gas prices because of it. And a lot of other stuff is fucked up because of it. So we'll just see where all that goes. But what it comes down to, guys, is if I have to come back, and no disrespect to the grain elevator or any other jobs that I've taken over the years, but if I have to come back and do the same stupid shit that I've done the last decade, coming back to Illinois, then essentially I have failed. And I'm getting sick and tired of failing. I'm tired of losing. I'm tired of heading west and then coming back home with jack shit and having to start back up again. And, yeah. So I've thought about not even going out west this year, and I've also thought about just getting on a plane, buying a one-way ticket to Nome, Alaska, showing up there, and joining a gold diving team in the ocean, because I do still really want to dredge for gold in Nome, Alaska. But in order to get there on my own, I have figured out that I'm going to have to make some investments, or I'm going to have to build some type of business. I'm going to have to come up with some idea that gives me the funding and makes me the funding to allow me to go up to Nome and dive for gold. So guys, I have started investing money. I've started investing money in the stock markets, and I have come across a thing called compound interest. Now, I'm not making a lot of money on compound interest right now. I'm actually not making any money on compound interest right now because I pulled my account. Because what it comes down to investing is you have to have money to invest. And, well, where I'm at right now, I don't really have enough money to invest, because when you invest money, it's got to be money that you can let sit for a while and not do anything with. And the money that I have right now, that's money that I need to take, and I need to use it to make more money. And when I'm driving out west and I'm pumping money into the gas tank and I'm looking for places to dig for gold and I'm making YouTube content and I'm hoping that I can get on the YouTube partnership program, but every time I meet the requirements for the YouTube partnership program, and I know I'm complaining, but every time I meet the requirements for the YouTube partnership program is my shit gets removed. I get the watch minutes required. You know what happens? Well, then YouTube says you need 1,000 subscribers. So I get 1,000 subscribers. You know what happens? The watch minutes that I had that had a little green arrow with a check mark saying that I was good. Well, as soon as I got the 1,000 subscribers, that shit started going backwards. So here I am again in the same boat. Not getting jack shit from YouTube. Really not making any money gold mining. You know, if you take all the gold that I have found over the years, people always want to know how much money you make gold mining. And sadly, if you take all the gold that I have found over the years, in the last 7-8 years I've been on the road doing it, I'm actually negative if you add all the expenses of travel and all the vehicles and stuff. But I guess you can't put a price on life. That is priceless. I have the views in the mountains burnt into my mind. I have the sounds of the river burnt into my mind. You know, I know what it's like. I know what the simple lifestyle is like, and it's a lot better than a lot of people live. I will tell you that, at least in my opinion. Anyways, guys, I'll be heading west soon. I'm just venting a little bit. When I get back out on the road, I really need two things to happen. I need to get on some gold right away, which I have my doubts about. And I am a positive person. I like to think I'm a positive person. I look at the brightest outlook in life, but as I said earlier in my conversation, you can be the most positive person in the world. You can have the most money in the world, but if you don't have a good plan, and you don't have a plan of what to do, you're probably going to fail. You're going to positively fail. You might be the happiest person with the brightest outlook in the world, but if you don't have a plan to what you're going to do, well, you really don't have jack shit. So what is my plan this year? Well, I am so close. I am on the bottom. I am right there on the rim. You know, you jump up the dunk. The foul line. I am right there to making money on YouTube. But so far, I've just been on the high wire. You know, I haven't actually crossed over yet into the land of monetization. And when I get monetized, I realize it's going to take a while before I actually make any kind of money on YouTube. But man, even seeing a little bit of money would really help me out. It would help me out a lot. It would make me feel a lot better, I know that, because then I would say I'm getting paid for my efforts. And am I very excited about heading back out west right now? Well, guys, I really do want to get back out west, but as soon as I turn the key and get back out, I'm going to tell you what's happened over the past years, and this is my own fault, but everybody tells me that I'm living the dream and stuff, and they're like, oh man, you're living the dream, that's so awesome what you're doing. But they don't see it all. They don't see the places that I've worked, some of the stupid things that I've done. And I know we've all had to do stupid things in the name of making money. at the end of the day, I didn't get any gold to profit me. So essentially all I did was waste my time. I guess I got a little bit of experience and I enjoyed nature and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I'm definitely at that age right now where everything I do needs to be making money. And well, I hate to be all about the money, but if you're not making money, well, you got to have money to survive. So I've been looking into interest lately, compound interest. I've been getting involved in the stock market, and I know the answer for me is compound interest. If you build up, well, I'll just go ahead and say this. If you get yourself $220,000, somewhere around there, that $220,000 will earn you $6,000, $6,500 a year sitting on your ass doing nothing. If you have around $22,000, you'll make $100 a month passive income. Now, that's a lot of money to make $100. $22,000 to make $100 a month, that's a lot of money. But here you go, my friends. If you build enough passive income up, if you get to $1.5 million, $1 million to $1.5 million, that's about $65,000 a year. Now, you might be thinking, well, where are you going to get $1 million? Well, I don't think like that. I don't think like that. $1 million is not, it's not really that much money. It's a lot of money, but it's not that much money. You say $1 million to Michael Jordan is a lot of money, he's probably going to laugh in your face. $1 million to him is jack shit. And sometimes we give power away to too much things. Like, we give our power away by thinking things are greater than what they really are. For example, $1 million is a lot of money. Oh, it's so ungodly amount of money. You're never going to obtain it. You can't think like that. You can't think like you're not going to obtain it. You got to have an attitude of, I already have $1 million. The $1 million is in the bank already. And then you got to live with that positive attitude behind there. And I know I'm bitching and then I'm spreading positivity in the same video. Just kind of the way that I think, though, guys. You just can't limit yourself. You got to take the limits off. So I talked about making money on YouTube. One good year on YouTube can yield you $1 million. Now, I'm pretty far away from that right now. Or am I? Maybe that's just right around the corner. You just never know. You see that picture of that guy digging for gold? Two guys, one guy's next to the next guy, another guy gets tired and gives up, but he was really this close. If he would have just kept going, he would have got it. So a lot of times we don't get to where we want in our life because we quit. But anyways, guys, I've just been a little bit stressed out, trying to figure things out, ready to get back out on the road, and I really do not want to come back to Illinois this year and do the same shit that I've been doing the past decade. And as soon as I hit the road, shit gets real pretty fast. And people tell me I'm living the dream and stuff, but over the last 10 years, I've put a lot of stress on myself, and I have, well, in some sense, I've kind of not enjoyed it as much as what I should have, because I've been so worried about making money that every day is about making money. It takes away the joy. And I don't want to do that this year. So when I go out, I'm really going to enjoy the views more this time. I'm not going to worry about the gold as much as what I usually do, but yeah, I'm going to have to find some gold. And the question is why am I even going to Colorado? Am I going to find the kind of gold I need in Colorado? Or am I just stopping off in Colorado to stop off in Colorado? And I kind of am just stopping off in Colorado to stop off in Colorado. And that's kind of been weighing on me a little bit too, because essentially when I hit the road, since I'm not making any money on YouTube, this year, I told myself, and I just said it a few seconds ago to you guys, that this year I'm going to enjoy the views more and soak in the views. And my idea was to just go out, live in the van, and make content and hopefully get some traction on the channel. But where I am right now, I'm not making any money on YouTube. And that leads me to a couple choices. Get a job or find gold. All right, guys. So I've probably bitched and complained in this video, but I just wanted to share with you where I'm at totally. And thank you for watching. Till the next one, bro out.